Hello. The Buddha says, don't get drawn into others' chaos. Invite them into your peace. Peace is like a warm fireplace in your living room, or let's just say a bonfire. Many of us must have either gone to a bonfire, camp, or seen on pictures people sitting around a warm fire to either warm themselves or they are cooking something. But fire has been pretty central to our experiences of living. Yeah, we cook something around the fire. Peace is something like that warming fire. Yeah. When you're in the presence of peace, as a warm, as a nurturing, as a caring, central presence, a central becoming warmth. It's like the sun, where there is a warm sunlight, you can see fresh flowers blooming. It's like springtime. New things begin to form there. Peace, in my estimate, is like that warm, balmy kind of a light. And the more you're in the presence of it, anything that is other than peaceful, anything that may be disturbed, anything that may be wanting to find some semblance of comfort, of soothingness, will get kind of look sideways and kind of tippy-toe into that warm space, into that warm no violence space, and be drawn to just sit around that fire and find the comfort and warmth with which to heal what may be hurting in some ways, what may be cold and wanting some semblance of a warmth, some semblance of where life can emerge. In cold places where there is none of the caringness, none of the essentials that is required for life to form and become, finds that where there is peace. So the more I'm in public spaces, when I'm walking around, the more and more I just keep drawn into what is not working. Okay, there is traffic, there is pollution, there is all kinds of crowds, there is emotional disturbances. The more I observe all of this, I lose my peace, I lose my happiness. And the more I'm focusing on where there is this warmth, there's the natural body heat. Yeah, body heat is a certain warmth. Anytime I get in touch with the warmth of my body, I know that there is life within me. Yeah, and so is the case with every person. The more get in touch with the warmth of their own body, there is what has been supporting life. There is what has been nurturing life. So that's the starting point for me to be in my peace, rather than getting drawn into whatever is not working and what there may be work needing to be done. And then I also notice where there is light. Somehow there's something about light which I feel kind of supports, just like the sunlight supports all of life. When there is sunlight, even if it's a pot in which you put some seeds, you put some growing light, and the seeds germinate. Yeah, it may be natural sunlight or maybe even growing light, artificial light that you put. There are seeds that germinate. So light in some ways comforts me and lets me know that, things may be however they are, but there is this. As long as there is this warmth, there is this light, things will be fine. Yeah. So I keep, the more and more I connect with where there is peace, I find that I'm not getting disturbed as much by the chaos outside. And there's something contagious about peace. I've noticed that when I'm observing more of what there is peaceful, I notice that people around me kind of get settled in their breath, where there may be a certain kind of an agitation. I notice that there's a certain deeper breath and they sort of settle into, maybe it's not so bad. But it's an experience. This is something which I have noticed. That and when I notice this, I connect back with what the Buddha has said, that don't get pulled into the chaos around. Be in your peace. Invite them into your peace, into peace. So when I'm being in peace, when I'm observing what is peaceful, somehow others are also in some way invited into more peaceful ways. See how this connects with you. See if this brings you peace in your own observances, and see in some way if this enables you to take a deeper breath, makes you feel relaxed in the life that is already in you, and has you have a beating heart, a respiratory rhythm, and has us be amongst the living and find the wherewithal with which to make life better, then that must be good, I suppose. So I invite you to inquire into peace in this way and see what this makes available to your health, to your life, and in being able to support people around you in finding their own support with life and of life, by which to live a healthier, peacefuler, a more working life, not only for us, but also for people around us. And this is something which our future generations can learn, and it's worthy of them learning, so that they also learn what it takes to maintain and sustain life, not only for themselves, but also for their generations to come. Peace.